So we've got an equation to balance here. It's quite a wordy question, but all the information we need is pretty much here. It says titanium is extracted from its ore rutile at TiO2. So TiO2 is what we start with. It's first converted into titanium 4 chloride. Okay, so we need a formula for titanium 4 chloride. Now, titanium being transition metal, we don't know the charge on the iron because they can have different charges. So it tells us. And it tells us here in the Roman numerals, the V is a 5 and the 1 is before the 5, so it's 5 minus 1, 4. So it's titanium 4 plus, Ti4 plus. Now we need to know the charge on the chloride ion. Now if you don't know that, the periodic table tells you. Okay, it just needs to know how to read the periodic table. So chlorine is here in group 7. If it's in group 7, it's got 7 electrons on its outer shell. So when it forms ions, it only wants to gain 1 electron to fill its outer shell. So it's gaining 1 electron, it's gaining 1 negative charge, so it's Cl minus. Now these charges need to be equal and opposite when in the compound. So we've got 4 plus and 1 minus, they're no way near equal. So we're going to need lots more negatives. We need 2, 3, 4. We need 4 negatives to balance those 4 positives. So I've got 1 titanium and 1, 2, 3, 4 chlorides. So that's titanium 4 chloride is going to be TaCl4. So this is achieved by heating with chlorine. Now chlorine is therefore a reactant, and chlorine is a diatomic molecule, one of the 7 diatomic molecules, so it's going to be Cl2. And carbon is not one of the 7 diatomic molecules, so it's just going to be C, and that's also a reactant. As well as producing titanium 4 chloride, the reaction also produces carbon monoxide. So you need to know these prefixes: mono, di. Mono means 1, di means 2. Carbon mono, carbon 1 oxide. So C with 1 oxide. Carbon monoxide, that's our formula. So now we've got all these formulae correct, we can balance it. It's essential you get the formulae correct, because if your formulae aren't correct, you'll get 0. Okay, you get 1 mark for the reactant formulae, 1 mark for the product formulae. Balancing: 1 titanium, 1 titanium. Good. 2 oxygens, so we need 2 oxygens there. 2 chlorines, 4 chlorines, so we're going to need 2 of those. 1 carbon. I'll put 2 carbons there, so we need 2 carbons. Check it again: titanium, titanium, 2 oxygens, 2 oxygens, 4 chlorines, 4 chlorines, 2 carbons, 2 carbons. And you get your 3rd mark for those balancing numbers. All these questions on aylsham-high-chemistry.com.